Achilles coming through with his from.
So this here takes care of 3 levels of defense, all the starters, and the DC. That's how it works. Cool?
Awesome. Thanks, City.
All right, man.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right, so officially pulled up to the corner of Dobson and Wade. Churcoville, we are here, Seton Catholic versus Mingus, and I need the food. What do we got going on over here today?
Hamburgers and hot dogs donated by Shamrock Farms.
In honor of the Sideline Vlog, coming out here to Chandler Seton to watch the Vince Wallace show and keep showing up church. They got a good thing going on over here. Churcoville is lit, and I'm gonna get fed. You moving them numbers like crazy. What's the season been like for you so far?
It's been amazing. It's been everything that everybody's dreamt of it to be. This season keeps going, game by day, and that's all that matters. We keep moving on, we keep getting dubs, that's all that matters.
Talk to me about this kid that you have, Zabala the Baller.
He plays the game like a middle linebacker. He's a guy that rallies the troops and gets them up on him, and he's a win at all costs kind of guy. He's gonna do what it takes to win, and everybody respects that about him. But I feel like here pretty soon, people are gonna start noticing and have to at least respect it. And he's a kid that deserves a chance.
You already know the vlog's favorite running back. Drew, I know you got the injury and stuff. How's like rehab and all that stuff been?
I wasn't expecting it to be that hard. It's been a really tough process. I just got to keep going if I want to get better.
So what are some of your favorite classes right now?
My favorite class is for sure art. I found a love for painting, so I've been doing that. I've just been trying to take my mind off of things, trying to relax a little bit, and trying to be happy.
In this big game versus Mingus, our number 8 versus number 9, what can we expect today?
I'm expecting a great game between both teams. We're both going to play really hard, and expect it to come down to the wire. We're both playing hard, and I think we'll come out on top.
Now, you guys have invited Zabala the Baller down here from Mingus. What can he expect from Seton's defense?
You can expect us to be flying to the ball everywhere. All 11 guys are going to get into the ball. Everyone's going to be getting after it.
The rest of the way, what can we expect from the Vince Wallace show?
Keep putting up a bunch of points. The whole offenses. It's not just me out there. Offensive line blocking well. Keyshawn's been playing well. All the receivers been playing well. And we're going to continue to just shock the world out there.
Oh, I don't. First quarter here, Chandler Seton is tied with Mingus Union. Are you kind of surprised about the defensive stalemate that we got going on, or are the offenses just stale?
I'm going to say it's been defense and some offense stalemate, so to speak.
Battle of undefeated teams, 2 solid quarterbacks, Zabala versus Wallace. Who kind of has the edge right now?
Wallace seems to have the momentum. He seems to be using more of his weapons.
I am pleasantly surprised by Keyshawn Upchurch, and by the grit of this Seton team, they're not letting Zabala and Nelson get loose on anything.
No, they're hungry. Nelson did have a couple of 8-9 yard runs, but overall they've been able to contain him pretty good, and I think they're in it to win it.
Number 10, Alex Nelson. Going back to number 10 now.
this goes down, the halftime update, you kind of surprised at the 7-7 score?
I mean, I am, Chili, because both these teams have high-powered offenses, a lot of athletes who could score at any time. The goal for Seton defensively, keep Alex Nelson out of the end zone, which they've been able to do. But Mingus has a receiver, 6'3", Chaz Taylor. He went up and got that touchdown pass over 2 Seton defenders. Big-time touchdown. Vince, the man Wallace over at Seton, leads the drive with about 1 minute left here in the first half and throws a dart to Christensen. A nice little combo route, hitch corner for a Seton touchdown. We're all tied up 7-all.
Hey, Vince Wallace fully looking like the mayor, running that 2-minute drill to perfection. I just need to see a little bit more from both of these quarterbacks. I'm wondering, you know, if they're going to figure it out in the second half and, you know, put some points on the board.
I mean, these are two tremendous defenses they're going against, Chili. Once these two find their rhythm, they're athletic enough to make any plays. We saw Vince make a great 3rd and 15 pass, throwing a deep ball to Christensen. These guys have it in them to score at any time, so I expect that in the second half.
All right, well, I'm going to leave Cody over here at Churchoville, and I am going to make my way to Boulder Creek, Corona, and I'm going to go watch Ryan Pearsall versus Weapon X Hendrix Johnson. All right, so yeah, I am walking out of the Seton game right now, leaving Churchoville, and this weirdo would like credit for calling the Vince Wallace touchdown, saying she called it with 1.5 minutes left. Anyways, off to Corona. All right, so just pulled up to Corona del Sol, and it is their homecoming game, so I'm gonna be able to catch the entire second half, and I'm about to get hit by this car. It is driving way too fast. End of the third quarter, Boulder Creek leads Corona del Sol 22-8 behind 2 Hendrix Johnson touchdowns. Quarterback Hayden Austin connecting with them twice, 1 for 32 yards, 1 for 25 yards, and Boulder Creek is kind of trying to open this one up. Shout out to the Corona del Sol student section, fully lit student section here tonight on a Friday night, and it's time to get back to that fourth quarter. Mr. Homecoming ruiner person guy, the homecoming massacre over here at Corona, man. Team schedule you guys for homecoming, do you take it as a sign of disrespect?
Yeah, I mean, ever since my brother was playing, I remember he's been playing Corona's homecomings, and one year we had like 5 in a row and stuff like that. But you know, you gotta take it to heart and use it as motivation. And we knew it coming in this game, this was our homecoming. They'd have a big crowd, but we had to come out and play, and we did.
How much would it help you if you had some more support in the stands from your fans who are very, very Twitter active?
Yes, we are Twitter active, and they always show up at home. These far games, you know, they don't always get out to, but we'd love to have more people here. But you know, A-Town always puts on, and that's what it's all about. And it's changing the culture thanks to these players and amazing coaching staff and things like that.
A Weapon X versus pretty Ricky Pearsall. You know, what was that like out there actually seeing him up close?
I knew coming into this, my job was to cover him, have him over the top, and guys like Connor Lawrence had him up in man, and that was our game plan, and it ended up working out.
Over 200 yards of offense, 3 touchdowns, saw you peel off for the 80-yard jump off. You know, what did you see out there?
We knew coming into it they were probably going to key on me, and we needed other guys to step up, and they did. And towards the second half, they started getting a little bit more tired. less discipline, and that's where we jump out because we're so focused and disciplined all the time. We're always laser focused, and those plays that we had drawn up, they ended up working as soon as they got too tired, and that's what it's all about.
And congratulations on that 3rd star.
Yeah,
Heard about that 3rd star. So he got 1 touchdown for each star that he got. What can we expect the rest of the way? Recruiting, how's that going? Like, you looking at the hometown schools?
Yeah.
Maybe ASU.
Yeah, I'd love to get some more love from all the hometown schools, but it's all about my future. It's not just 4 years, it's 40 years, and that's what it's all about. My life after football, so that's what I'm going to focus on and what's the right fit.
So how are the grades?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good, like floating around like B's and C's, are pretty good, like
A's and B's, A's, yeah.
Who's your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher, he'd love to see this, is Mr. Lohmeyer, my painting teacher. He'd love this.
Your painting teacher?
Yeah.
What kind of art are you doing?
Monochromatic painting.
Oh, geez,
You know how it is, one color.
Is.
But yeah, he always catches up with me and asks me about my stats and stuff. He'd love to see this. So.
Got a Picasso on the field too, the way you're drawing up them plays.
Yes.
All right, Coach, so talk to me a little bit about this very, very dynamic special player that you got, Weapon X Hendrix Johnson.
He's an incredible player. He's a kid who studies the game every day. He is a person who helps you put the game plan together. You know, it's just every day, the way he comes to practice each day. He's 100% in every single day. The way he practices, the way he plays. He's just an incredible kid.
You also got a kid that's breaking out a little bit, Caden Austin, your quarterback. What can we expect to see from him the rest of the way, especially having a weapon like Hendrix?
Well, they're a dynamic combination, the two of them. They put a lot of time in together. They understand the game, they watch film. They help me put together a game plan that suits them. It's a real pleasure having kids like that. It's actually like having another coach on the field in Caden Austin.
Ronald Del Sol, homecoming night for the Aztecs kind of ruined. The final score, Boulder Creek wins 35-22. Hendrix Johnson, Weapon X, has himself a night with 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards of offense. So ending the night, I'm gonna make my way over to Filiberto's because I gotta eat Mexican food. Before I jump on this Periscope, make sure that you guys show some love, subscribe, follow at justchili.tv. You already know. What are some of the bigger challenges going on your senior year? I know you guys are starting out 1-3.
Yeah.
Everybody's keying on you. Everybody's making it tough for Pretty Ricky. Like it's not as pretty as possible. What's going on?
I mean, it's just a team sport, so if I can't make the plays, my teammates have to make the plays. I'm gonna give it 100% every single time, and I mean, fight the full 48 minutes.
You got a lot of talent all over the field with Blackwell, and obviously I love your quarterback health.
Yeah.
You know, what developments do you guys need to make to, you know, sustain the rest of the way?
I mean, keep that relationship between each other, and just maybe build that relationship up higher in practice. And a lot of times I feel like we get lazy in practice, and we need to step it up in practice, and it'll happen on the field naturally.